Good morning. Wonderful Wednesday, week 11. It's a good week. We got 2 songs this week, so we're starting off with one, right? Best of You, Foo Fighters. And the reason is because we got a deep subject today, guilt. What is the definition of guilt? Well, it's the feeling of having done wrong or failed in an obligation. And it's funny because obligation stems from having an outcome, right? And outcomes are where we determine our success from. And then our success is like this measurable thing, right? And usually when we measure our success, it leads to disappointment because it makes us have an expectation. And I have a very dear friend who is always reminding me to, instead of, hey Joanne, instead of focusing on the measure of the outcome of whatever it is, instead focus on the effort you put into that. And I think if we did this as a community and we focused on, instead of having these obligations and these expectations and this physical measurement of something that we think we have to do or others are expecting of us, and instead just focus on, you know what, I put this much into it, and this is what I could do. And if we take that and switch it to the effort as our measure, I think it'd be a lot less guilt. There's 2 forms of guilt I want to talk about today. The first is healthy and appropriate. It's that guilt that it serves a purpose in redirecting you to your morals and your behavioral compass, right? So that's good. That's you subconsciously telling yourself, hey soul, hey, let's do this. And then the other one is it's unhealthy and inappropriate. It serves no rational purpose. It's the one that most of us experience more often. And it's self-destructive in a fact that it's trying to give you a rational purpose and convincing you to change into a certain behavior. And just that process is sometimes really disempowering and unhealthy. So the call to action this week is for you to recognize what guilt you experience and its purpose, okay? So go inward and kind of acknowledge that. Guilt is something we all struggle with. It's a game changer. So the quote is, I lied and said I was busy, but not in the way most people understand. I was busy telling myself to take deeper breaths. I was busy silencing irrational thoughts. I was busy calming a racing heart. I was busy telling myself that I am okay. Sometimes this is my busy, and I will not apologize for that. And I think it's so important to have that mindset, even if it's for today or a couple days, because you are doing enough. And if you don't know if you're doing enough and you're allowing others to measure that or feeding you into that, having that guilt, I encourage you to stop, take a step back, and ask yourself, were my efforts enough? And if you can say yes, embrace that, okay? The second song for this week, since last week was kind of a sad depressive, so Foo Fighters, good kickoff. But then, The Best I Can Do, Misterwives. A little cheery, a little peppy. Got some good brass. But again, it's a matter of acknowledging you're doing enough. Don't allow others to control what your interpretation or obligation, whether it's successful or not. And don't let guilt rig you. So, that's this week. Deep topic. If you have any questions or want to talk about it, you know where to find me. You are enough, and you're doing just fine. Take care.